Hello there everybody, welcome back to Try New Things, where today we're going to do another greenhouse series video. Now recently I've been working on the water system here in the greenhouse and how to spray it on our plants, and found out that using the rainwater collection tank outside just didn't give quite enough pressure. So check out that video how we resolve that. But in doing so, it highlighted the need to address one more thing. Now, when I built the greenhouse, I didn't put electricity out here, and I did that on purpose because it avoided getting the electrical permits and whatnot. And I'm not sorry that I didn't do that, but on occasion, like with a water pressure pump and also with a heater that I've got coming, it may be useful to have power out here at the greenhouse. Now, I'm not going to do anything crazy to bring power out here other than run an extension cord from the barn. But the reason for this video is I was thinking, what's the best way to get that power, that extension cord power, into the greenhouse? I can either crack a window and run it through a window. I can run it under the door and close the door real tight over the top of it. I could drill a big hole in the side of the wall and just feed the extension cord through. And in my mind, I'm thinking somebody's got to come up with something clever, some way that there's a connection through a wall where you can just plug in an extension cord on one side and an extension cord on the other. And lo and behold, in searching on Amazon, I found such a product. So today, we're going to be taking a look at this NOCO GCP2. Don't know much about it, but it looks like it promises to be a convenient connection that you can do through a wall that seals everything up, but you can plug an extension cord in one side and an extension cord in the other. So let's open this up and see what's inside the box. All right, what's inside of the box? There's another box, but this one's a lot better to look at. Now, I think these are typically used on camper trailers or RVs, that kind of thing. But it's an AC port plug two-way splitter. And let's go ahead and open it up a little bit further and see what we've got inside. Here's another good graphic on the back. You can see how it's passing through some sort of wall there. I'm hoping that the thickness of my walls will be accommodated by whatever system this is in the end. God, it's hard to open. There we go. There's probably another box inside of this box. So we got 3 mounting screws. Now this end goes on the outside of the building, and if you open this weatherproof cap, you can see where you can plug in an extension cord into this end. And then on the inside of the building, what we've got is a two-way splitter, which would be good. One for the pump, one for the heater, or whatever else we want to run in here. If we want to put lights in here someday. But looks simple enough. It looks like I'm going to have to drill a hole, so I'm going to have to find the right size hole saw and then just screw this to the exterior after feeding these through into the building, and then I'll check back in with you. Well, as luck would have it, I couldn't quickly find a 2-inch hole saw, but I found a 2-inch Forstner bit, so hopefully this will do the trick. Let's go ahead and put a hole in the wall. So here's a closer look at what it looks like installed on the outside. It's fairly flush to the wall, and it's got a rubber gasket behind it to keep the water from seeping in. And it's easy as opening up this port to access the plug-in for the extension cord. And here's how it looks on the inside with those two plug-ins that we can now make use of once I plug an extension cord in on the outside. Which, let's go ahead and do that and try it out. Well, since I'm still waiting on my pressure boosting pump and my greenhouse heater system, I'm going to use this shop light as a demo of a potential load. But here's the power coming in through the new portal. And I've got the two extension leads. And I'm going to plug in this shop light and turn it on. And just like that, we've got power in the greenhouse. So what do you guys think about that option for bringing power into your greenhouse? Not necessarily to your greenhouse, but into your greenhouse. Again, what I used was this NOCO GCP2 that I found on Amazon. I'm sure there's a lot of other solutions very similar to this out there. I will put a link to this in the description so you can find it if you're thinking about different ways or novel ways to bring power to and through into your greenhouse. But for today, that's going to end it. I thank you as always for joining me. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you got any comments, leave them below. And until the next video, bye-bye. So in a previous episode, you should have seen me working on the watering system. How to get the water from the rainwater well, as luck would have it, couldn't quickly find a 2-inch. Pretty well flush, and there's a rubber gasket behind it to help keep the moisture and rain out. And you just flop up